Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm Dean Meagher. Welcome to the year 2025. I hope you guys have some great goals that you want to achieve this year. Maybe your best round ever, maybe win a certain tournament, have your best handicap ever. Whatever it may be, to get to a good round of golf, it's important that we start off the year with some really important basics. And I want to start with 3 things that I always do at the start of the year to get me off to the right sort of habit and to hopefully build upon that moving forward. So I'm not sort of making changes to my swing which aren't necessary because I haven't got these 3 things sorted. So let's start with the basics of setup, and I want to start with alignment. Now, alignment is one of those things that I think a lot of people struggle with. They don't spend a lot of time on it, and I think it's important just to check on that at the start of the year. So I'll get a bucket of balls, I'll come down to the range, and if I'm aiming at the 150 meter marker down there, I'll set myself up like I really want to hit towards that, feeling like everything is aligned perfectly to that. And then I'm going to put a club down on my feet and just check to see if it was aimed there. Pretty good. So that's important to do. If you do that drill and you're aiming off, you need to spend a bit of time hitting balls with a shaft, helping you to align. So hit a bunch of balls with your feet, align perfectly, look up at your target and hit a bunch of balls towards that target with your feet correct. Now, I don't really believe that the feet are everything about alignment because I believe it's very important to get your shoulders in the right spot as well. So once I've checked my feet and my feet start to behave themselves more like they're aiming where I need to aim, I will also check just to make sure that my shoulders are aimed also very well. So just before a shot, I want to kind of check the shaft, making sure it's aiming at the 150, keep my shoulders still, drop my arms down, and then hit a bunch of shots from there. So I really want to make sure that I'm hitting balls with good feet alignment and good shoulder alignment. Very important to get off to that good start in 2025. Eleanor has a lot of those tee shots where it's very hard to align if you're using the tee box, and you can get tricked a lot. So it's really important that you have a good compass for your own alignment. So I'll do a bunch of practice sessions early in the year, just getting up to the ball and checking to see that my feet are in the right place. Number 2, posture. I see a lot of people that they come from their social times over the December, January period, and they come back into golf and they're not really in their most optimal sort of posture when they're setting up. So how I get to that when I'm at the start of the year is I put a club down my back and I want to make sure it's touching my tailbone down here, touching the middle of my back, and I'm going to take a bit of a measurement when I'm standing my most natural, not like a soldier perfectly upright, just my best posture that I feel comfortable with. That's important. You don't want to be like a stiff board if that's not your natural posture. Likewise, you don't want to just sag in and have a really lazy posture, curving your upper spine. So I'm going to figure out what's my most natural posture. And to me, I'm about a finger, 2 fingers width from the shaft, the back of my head. So I'm not quite, my head isn't quite back on the shaft. I'm about 2 fingers off when I feel like I'm my most natural. Then I want to try to maintain this as I go down to my golf posture. So I want to keep that natural best posture as I lean forward. And I kind of want to feel that posture and how that feels. I have to obviously, well not obviously, but I have to sort of pull my core in a little bit just to make sure I keep that good posture. And then I'll set up to the golf ball, trying to feel that same posture. Again, I don't want to be like really stiff like this because I feel like I can't turn very well. Likewise, I don't want to be really relaxed and sort of a bit hunched over the ball. So I think it's important just to establish really decent posture, standing tall, lean forward, and try to maintain that same posture over the ball. Very important thing to check on. Finally, the third thing I like to do is really just to make sure I know how far from the ball I want to stand as the year progresses. And I think this is something that I don't see a lot of people doing or talking about because there is no perfect for this. Like you'll see obviously Bryson DeChambeau be miles from the golf ball, and then you'll see players like John Rahm who are really quite close. It really does depend on you. So what I would recommend doing at the start of the year, getting a bucket of balls, is to hit a bunch of balls standing at different sort of distances from the ball and try to figure out what is your most optimal distance. Because I think a lot of people potentially should stand a little bit further from the golf ball. I'm going to feel like I'm standing a fair way from the golf ball here and hit a bunch of balls from that position, Feel free to then hit a shot standing a lot close to the ball and see how that feels. Still good posture though. And you know, you can do this with a bunch of clubs. So you can do it, I'm doing my 9-iron here, get out your driver, get out your 3-wood, and sort of test a few different distances. Go to your maximum comfortable sort of distance standing away from the golf ball, giving your hands a bit far from your body, and then try one where you're a little bit close to the ball and see which one works best for you. You'll be surprised maybe that a certain distance from the ball works better. And so when you test something like that, you'll find that you might surprise yourself and you may find something that's more optimal. So we've got better alignment, better posture, good distance from the ball. Let's get off to a good start this year. Make sure you're testing these things in a few practice sessions on the range, just like here, and hopefully you'll get off to a great start this year and reach some great goals. If you need any help with those goals or help with your golf, feel free to come for a lesson. A quick update on clinics that are coming out, I should mention. We have the men's development, ladies development starting in about 3 weeks. We have 1 spot in the men's, 1 spot in the ladies still available. So if you're on the fence, please jump in. It's an 8-week course covering all parts of the game. We also have on-course clinics that are coming out very soon to the end of February. They are an 7-week on-course clinic every Saturday afternoon. Men's and ladies, we're going to get out in the course every single week for 90 minutes. And we're going to cover all types of different stuff to do with handling this golf course and the specific shots that are required to play well at Elanora Country Club. We also have the junior clinics coming out, so they're on a Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. They go for an hour. Any child, a grandchild, that is 10 years and over, please put their name down. We have 8 spots available for this term. It's an 8-week term. So these clinics are all coming out. So if you're wanting to get off to an even better start in 2025, please put your name down for these clinics. We have a great time and you'll learn a lot and hopefully get better. And that's what it's all about. So have a great year. Look forward to seeing you soon.